Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for September 10th, 2025. He drew me out of many waters. From Psalm chapter 18, verses 16 through 19. He sent from on high. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He rescued me from my strong enemy and from those who hated me, for they were too mighty for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a broad space. He rescued me because he delighted in me. Now, David shifts from describing the cosmic power of God's coming to the personal experience of being rescued. He sent from on high. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. The image is vivid. David was drowning, overwhelmed by the flood of enemies and danger. But God reached down and lifted him out. Salvation is pictured as rescued from drowning. A helpless man being pulled to safety by the strong hand of the Lord. Notice David's honesty. They were too mighty for me. He does not pretend he could overcome his enemies on his own. He confesses his weakness, his inability to save himself. That humility is the starting point of true faith. Strength begins when we acknowledge that only God can rescue us. The Lord was my support. When every human help failed, when enemies closed in on every side, God himself upheld David. The word support here is both steadying and sustaining. God did not only pluck David out of danger, but he held him so that he would not fall again. Then comes one of the most beautiful lines. He brought me out into a broad place. The narrow confines of danger, the suffocating grip of enemies are replaced by spacious freedom. The broad place is a picture of safety, peace, and life without fear. God rescues, not only from something, but into something, into security, freedom, and joy. And why did God do this? David says, he rescued me because he delighted in me. This is the heart of grace. God does not rescue because we are strong, deserving, or capable. He rescues because he loves, because he delights in his children. Now for us, this passage is fulfilled most fully in Christ. On the cross, Jesus was plunged into the waters of death, overwhelmed by enemies too mighty for us to defeat sin, death, and the devil. Yet God raised him up. And through his resurrection, he drew us out of the flood as well. Baptism gives us this same picture. We were buried with Christ, but we are raised with him and rescued from death into life. So when you feel overwhelmed, drowning in troubles or sin, remember this promise. God draws his people out. He rescues, he supports, and he brings into a broad place. His delight is in you, for you belong to Christ. Then take heart. The waters will not drown you. The enemies will not prevail, for the Lord himself reaches down to take hold of you. And when he rescues completely, bringing you into the wide open space of his peace. God's peace and many blessings be with you. And thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others.